everyone, and welcome to the General Hospital recap for October 6th. As always, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of our videos or recaps. Also, be a beauty and hit that bell down below so you get notifications every time we upload a new recap or video. Let's get right to it. At Windermere, Valentine, Nina, Dante, and Lulu, they're explaining this new arrangement to Charlotte. After Charlotte leaves, they talk business. Christmas, Valentine wants Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Lulu wants Thanksgiving, and she also wants either Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. Well, she wants Christmas Day, but they'll table Christmas for now and focus on Thanksgiving. Lulu wants Thanksgiving. Valentine asks if she's going to threaten him with a gun like her mother did. Lulu doesn't believe that Laura did that. He won't press charges, and Dante tells him, oh yeah, it's always good to have leverage, I guess. Lulu and Dante leave with Charlotte. Nina's upset that Valentine didn't tell her about Laura threatening him with a gun. He says it was actually kind of a good thing because the more reckless she acts, then, you know, the better chance he has of whatever. Lulu thinks joint custody means she can have Charlotte whenever she wants, but splitting holidays is a normal thing that totally happens, and usually one parent gets Christmas Eve, one parent gets Christmas Day, or a parent gets Christmas Eve and Christmas morning and the other parent gets the rest of Christmas Day. Like, that's normal. So I hate when Nina talks about something and doesn't know what she's talking about, and honestly, Nina just annoys me. I think I don't like Nina more than I don't like Ava, and that's saying a lot. And then Valentine gets a call. At Crimson, Michael comes to see Nell at Crimson. He wants to talk over dinner tonight. She'd like that. He asks her to come to his grandmother's reception brunch right now, and she says no. She says that this is about her after he accused her yesterday. She doesn't appreciate being judged, and he wants to agree to disagree. She thinks he's starting to believe Sharon. He says no, it was clearly an accident. The thing he has minimal knowledge about and only heard one side of the story, he knows for sure that it was an accident, and he's not Zach's family. He wants to move on and get past this. He does trust her, and he'd like her to trust him. They don't need to agree at all times, but just be honest and open. He asks her again to brunch, and she's like, I'm at work. Like, she's literally at work right now, so I understand. And I love Michael to death, but not everyone's the CEO of a company who can just leave work anytime they want, and he needs to start respecting that. Like, you know, I don't like Nell, but she's literally at work, so stop. But she also thinks it's a bad idea, and he says the more they interact with his family, the more they'll have in common, and she still resists. Michael says he won't go either, which again, you're not attached to the hip, so you can go even if she's not going. She thinks if he doesn't go, that'll just confirm their suspicions. He has to go, so he will. Honestly, just say she's at work, because she is. Like, it's not like, oh, they won, she's not here. It's, oh, she's at work, that's why she's not here. Nina comes into Crimson. She forgot to pick up her coffee from Perks and asks Nell to go to the restaurant to get her coffee, and Nell's a little resistant. She tells Nina everything, and Nina says, fake it till you make it. At the Metro Court, Sunny, Carly, Bobby, Laura, and Valerie sitting for brunch and celebrating Bobby's accomplishments. By the way, Brad and Lucas are at a meeting and can't be there right now, probably about Lucas's surgical fellowship. Valerie has like this knowing smile. She tells Bobby and Laura she was over their house the other day and saw a pamphlet dealing with stuff that rhymes with schmadoption. Carly is worried about Nell still. Michael comes to brunch. Carly apologizes for the other day, and then he's like, well, just so you know, Nell told me to come here this day without her, so blah, blah, blah. So he's still kind of salty about it. Lulu, Dante, and Charlotte arrive. Laura asks Lulu how things went, and Lulu's like, well, no one pulled the gun. And Laura's like, oh, he told you about that? She says she lost it after finding out that Lulu agreed to share custody because of how Valentine manipulated Ava. Lulu says they have to play things smart. He holds all the cards. They're stuck with him, not unless there's some miraculous turnaround. Michael sees Nell come into the bar. She says she's just picking up coffee, and he says, well, why don't you come over and say hi? Honestly, just leave her alone. Just let her be. She's doing work stuff. She can't be like going, saying hi, and having a conversation. She's on the clock. So leave her alone. Like... So she does come over to say hi, and Bobby's icy, and Nell's like, I'm just gonna go. At General Hospital, Griffin brings Ava to General Hospital. He made an appointment with the plastic surgeon here. He can, at the very least, make sure no more damage was done. She diminishes what she did helping patient 6 and says that she would have left him alone if she knew it would cost her this, but she did know. She was warned about it a million times. So she's like that person who can't take a compliment. She has Nicholas Cassidy's voice in her head said he saved her from a man named Huxley something or other, how he gave his life for her when Valentine was shooting. She vowed to be a better person and pay it forward, but she betrayed his memory and sold him out, and Griffin says maybe they can make things right with her testimony. She says their business is concluded here. He did what he wanted to do and she's safe now, and then she apologizes. She's grateful for everything he did for her even before the clinic. In hindsight, she sees it was always friendship, and he says he never pitied her and he never realized his actions could be misinterpreted, and she means a lot to him. Dr. Guerrero is ready to see her now. Dr. Guerrero, is astonished by the improvement to her face. He leaves for a moment and we see her face without the bandage. The majority of the redness is gone and she just has some focused scarring right here. It would have only taken one more treatment for her to be fully restored. I hate using the word restored because I feel like it has negative implications, so it would have only taken one treatment for her to look like she did before the fire. Valentine comes into her room. She tells him she had to run for her life. That wasn't part of her deal. She says that she's going to tell the court the truth, that he killed Nicholas in cold blood. He says she'd be an unreliable witness because she's changed her story this many times. She says she'll try it. He wants gratitude and she kind of goes for him and he grabs her wrist. Griffin comes in and says that he needs to stay away from her. Griffin tells Valentine to leave. Valentine says too bad they couldn't finish the job. And was he talking about her face or like the job getting rid of her? She's back to square one. All she needed was one more treatment and Griffin hugs her. Nope. At Sam's place, Jason comes home with Sam. Jake, Scout, and Danny made a welcome home sign for him. He always finds his way back to his family. So what's their plans for the future? She asked about the ELQ job, but that keeps him away from his family too much. He was starting to think of something before the shooting though. He's not going to say it right now. She wants to know, but he doesn't want to jinx it. He'll tell her as soon as he figures some things out. On the boat, Jason is doing push-ups on the boat. He has the guy who attacked him tied up. Is that Huxley? Oh my goodness, Huxley's back. Huxley demands to be released and Jason's like, no, you attacked me with a pipe. Like, don't. Huxley says he's escaping questionable people and thought that Jason was sent by those people. Huxley Lynch is his full name, by the way. He's on a business trip. He's being blamed for Brexit, apparently. And Jason's like, what's Brexit? Huxley's like, oh, you're an American. Americans don't keep up on the world news. Jason will untie him to let him stretch his legs, and he'll tie him up back later. Huxley offers him a show of good faith. He hid a bag behind a few boxes with some stuff in it. So Jason finds the bag. There's a newspaper in there, and he sees the date, October 2017. And now end scene. Charlotte made drawings for Bobby and Lulu's picture is a picture of all her parents, one big happy family, and I'm like, girl, just wait till you grow up. There are so many things. Valentine stops in on Nina. He doesn't think anything will take Charlotte away again. Ava thought she could make things right testimony-wise, but she can't. There's some things you just can't undo. Why does he waste his time with her? Nope. Carly wants Bobby to play things different with Nell. Nell is upset. She's been through this before with the grants. There's nothing Michael can do to make it better. Sam is going to go pick up food at Kelly's. Poor Charles Jason makes a call. He calls Pettonville and wants to speak with Julie and Jerome. Russia Jason says this date can't be right. The year. He asks if it's 2017. Honey, trust me, it is 2017. And if you think that's shocking, just wait until you find out other things, okay? Read that newspaper a little bit and you'll be like, what? Alright, so that is it for Friday's General Hospital recap. I will see you Sunday morning for Patio Chat. So make sure you tune in for that, and I will see you then. Okay, bye.